Alright guys, got another little quick one for you here. This video is going to be on my 2010 Mac Mini. Now I've had this thing for about 8 or 9 months and I never made a video on it, and that's for a couple of reasons. I was just going through some other things in life, and this thing kind of got put on the back burner as far as content goes and whatnot. So I never really ended up making a video on it, but this is a mid-2010 Mac Mini. I purchased this off a friend/viewer by the name of Drew, and here she is. So I figured I'd finally get around to filming it. Now this one, I actually ended up purchasing two, but one of them ended up going to Chris for a multitude of reasons, and a big reason why I didn't make a video on it is because when I got back from Texas, I tried to use it and whatnot, and then it had a bunch of like graphical glitches and stuff. Come to find out, that was actually bad RAM, so I've replaced the RAM, and as such it works perfectly fine now. But yeah, so that was the main reason why I never filmed it. But again, like I said, it's a mid-2010 Mac Mini. We'll go ahead and take a look at it here in depth when I go ahead and boot it up, but I actually have it set up over here on the test bench, which of course in the last video I got a couple of new Dell monitors over there, and so I ended up moving one of the old ones over here just as like a computer test bench. So figured I'd go ahead and show that right quick. Okay, go ahead and give her a quick boot up. Here we are. So like I said, it's a mid-2010 Mac Mini. It is running a Core 2 Duo P8400 at 2.26 gigahertz. I actually ended up throwing in 8 gigabytes of RAM after I had mentioned that the RAM failed and stuff. So I ordered a couple of sticks off eBay, and I decided to go ahead and upgrade it to 8 gigs, give it a little bit more oomph, as they say. And it does have a cheap Kingston SSD in it, which is actually identical to the one that's sitting over there, and you know, kind of a hint as to a future video. But yeah, going back to the screen here, like I said, it does have that, and it actually doesn't run bad. And originally this computer was over here by the Dell Optiplex 9020, but I decided to move it over here, obviously, because it wasn't hooked up over there anyways. So let me go ahead and pull up the About This Mac menu. We'll go ahead and take a look. Of course, this thing does have the integrated NVIDIA GeForce 320M that all of these do have. Of course, the 2011 models that came after this one were a little bit more powerful in many ways, but of course they had suffered that AMD Radeon graphics glitch, so they weren't great. But like I said, 8 gigs of RAM there. With the storage, of course, it'll just say 120 gigs solid state, but it is that Kingston SSD that I just showed y'all, and then of course the RAM is right there. Now, an interesting use that I had thought about for this thing was actually using this for like teardown videos and stuff, because I use this table here to work on computers quite a lot, and it's also in very close proximity to my laptops and stuff over there. And so having a computer I can just throw up iFixit or something if I need it right in front of me here is priceless. And I also happen to have this Logitech K400 keyboard here that I have connected to the Mac Mini, and so for stuff like that it works great. So I can go just load up Google Chrome. If I want to, I can just go type in ifixit.com, and I can just pull that up real quick and look up repair guides or reference information or literally anything else I need on this thing. So that actually gives this thing somewhat of a use, which, you know, of course it did not have before. Other than that, there really is nothing on it. Like I said, all I have is pretty much Max Fan Control and then a copy of Carbon Copy Cloner, because I believe I used that to image the drive when I did the SSD. But yeah, other than that, it's not like a super powerful machine or anything, but it's nice to have for the uses that I mentioned before. So with that said, I'll go ahead and shut her off like so. And then it's kind of nice to have this monitor and stand here. It takes up, you know, not a lot of space. It's all the way pushed back on the edge of the desk, so I have like maximum work area. But anyway, as far as the Mac Mini goes, that's going to be about it. And I'd like to thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.